It is, it's really great to be here at Impressionist Week. Every impressionist seems to have a signature impression. For me, it's John Madden. I love it when he explains things that you already know. He'll say things like,
you need to see. Because seeing is important, and if you can't see, then you don't know what you're looking at.
His partner is Al Michaels, a guy who's known for the phrase, "Do you believe in miracles? Yes!" Which I say whenever the entire audience gets that.
Here's a guy who doesn't say it that often.
But he was the greatest play-by-play man of all time, but John Madden has turned him into the and by and man. Because and is the only word you can say after Madden states the obvious. You have to say it over and over again until Madden's finally done. Madden will say something like,
"Hey, that guy right there, that guy's got mud on his jersey." And now there's less mud on the field. And now he's got to get a clean jersey. And I don't know, Pat never did this crap to me.
I miss Pat Summerall. Pat Summerall had the greatest voice of all time. Never used it, though. Just did those little phrases and thanked John Madden for everything he said. Guy'd be running down the field. He could paint a beautiful picture, but all he did was those little phrases, to the 20. Flag on the play.
Hey, if the referee, if he throws the flag and he didn't make a mistake, then there is probably going to be a penalty.
Thanks, John. It's the little things that I love watching in people, like President Bush. I love it. Sometimes he'll get up to the podium and he'll have to talk about something very serious, but he has that smirk on his face the entire time. It's like somebody told him a joke backstage, a really dirty joke, and that's the only thing he can think of while he's going up. And he knows he can't tell it to you, but he's thinking about it and wants to let you in on it. He'll get up there and be like,
"Hello, America." And those of you from Nantucket. Guys back there know what I'm talking about.
he can put if I or ickate onto anything that's a Bushism.
I gotta think if I must brainificate.
He's the only president who can answer a question like a 17-year-old girl.
Whatever.
It's really weird, that kind of stuff, you know. The weirder the voice, the more fun they are to watch. Like Norm Macdonald. I love Norm Macdonald. Great comedian. But he's if you don't know who he is, he's the guy who's the theory.
Who needs a punchline when you have the word crack whore? See, I said that there. Oh, God, I just said it there, you know. I understood if I'd it.
Last time I was here, I did this thing about President Bush bobbing his head kind of like a turkey, gobble, gobble. And it ended up where I was working in front of Congress with Vice President Cheney sitting right next to me. And I was doing the gobble, gobble thing because I'm an idiot.
Here's a guy who doesn't always think.
And then, so I'm doing the gobble, gobble thing. I look over, I'm expecting Cheney to be mad. He's laughing his ass off, right? Cheney's on the side of me like, ah. He starts to laugh so hard, he looks like the penguin from Batman. He's like, wah, 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 wah,
gobble, gobble, wah, wah, wah. Here's a guy who all his impressions turn into birds.
Every time I'm here, the only thing I can think of is Dave on the side going,
"Hey kids, I could listen to that John Madden all day." What do you think, Paul? I could listen to it 2 hours tops. 2 hours tops, Dave.
Here's a guy who wasn't sure how that one would work. Let's go on to the next one.
And I'm not sure if you should have done it. I thought it was okay, Dave. Okay.
There's a guy laughing at me right now.
Jeff Goldblum. I love Jeff Goldblum because he'll commit to something 100% and then do a complete 180. I know.
That's a lot of math. Some of these jokes, you have to be a rocket surgeon.
But he will. He'll commit to something. And he'll be like, what's your favorite food? I like hot dogs. They're very, very good. I like hot dogs, mustard, ketchup, all kinds of things. Chili dogs are great. Chili dogs are really good. Wait a second. I'm a vegetarian. And I've always seen impressionists do bits where they do the Wizard of Oz and they put all the characters in the place of the or the impressions in the place of the characters. If I was going to remake the Wizard of Oz, I'd remake it with Robin Williams, and that's it. Just let him do the whole thing by himself. So here we go. Who dares bother the all and powerful Wizard of Oz?
Oh my God, what an incredibly wonderful place!
But who the heck does your decorating? Silence!
Whoa, tacos for lunch. It's just in the little people like
Follow the Olympic Road, follow the Olympic Road.
Whoa, loved in Fantasy Island, Man Sigramula, Willy Wonka, Part 2, Oompa Loompa, Dibbity-Doo, Sigramdabba, some Gobstopper. Not that funny, but fun to say. And we're dancing, and we're back home on Madonna Conway. Where's the ice cream? I don't know, but I'm turned on the inside. It was amazing and wonderful, because I met up with a guy who's made out of straw. I said, hey man, whoa, hey man, straw, that's a joke right there. Apparently not for all of you. See, you got hay over here, and then straw over here. You got hay man, straw man. Straw man is the scarecrow. That's a synonym. You know what a synonym is?
I love synonym. That's my favorite flavor. Back for breakfast.